lobbyists and people on political campaigns.
Yes. So, okay, I just got a question about my privilege resolution this afternoon that I filed. I modified the language off of my resolution last week to ensure that members of Congress, if they are found or caught sexually harassing individuals, it wasn't just limited to the Hill and the offices here, that it actually includes political campaigns as well as lobbyists who might have been harassed by a member of Congress. So there'll be a vote. It was a privileged motion. There'll be a vote in the next 48 hours.
And you have heard from lobbyists and
I've heard from a number of people who are eager to, yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Congressman Mace, Congressman Burchett was just saying he's in favor of this. He said that before, and you know the idea that you have as well. But he said, I want to make sure it's not just sort of random accusations. I don't know how you legislate for that.
Well, the privilege resolution is broad. It's not just the investigations that have concluded, it's ones that are ongoing right now, and quite frankly, I don't give a damn. So this has been a hidden secret for a long time. Tomorrow I will subpoena in the Oversight Committee information on the Slush Fund. Can't get it through the privilege resolution, so we'll do it through the Oversight Committee to get information on how much money was paid out and for what reason out of that Slush Fund. Yeah. Any other questions?
Will that include names of people who are...
It will. My information redacts names of victims and witnesses, but not the names of the members of Congress.
Did Secretaries Hegseth and Rubio make the case for war?
Yes. This was in a top secret room, and so it was TSSCI, so I'm not going to go into the details. I do want to thank Secretary Ratcliffe, Secretary Rubio, Secretary Hegseth, Joint Chiefs General Kane for their information today. They've been very direct. They've been very succinct. And the information that we provided. I sit on the House Armed Services Committee, and I won't go into anything that was stated in that the meeting we're having right now, but I will tell you, based on briefings I've had all over the world on the House Armed Services Committee, the nation of Iran was further along and closer to getting a nuclear weapon than at any other point in world history. This needed to happen. It needed to happen now. I also want to send a special thank you and gratitude to the Gulf states for their work in supporting the United States and, quite frankly, supporting Israel, because every state in the Gulf wants to see a prosperous Middle East, and everybody knows there's not prosperity or peace in the Middle East if Iran has a nuclear weapon.
You're no on the War Powers resolution?
I'm going to see how it reads. I mean, I haven't had a chance to look at it quite yet. I will be a no for now, but if this thing goes beyond a few weeks, I'm going to have a lot more concerns. Right now, I'm trusting the information that I heard in that briefing, in that classified briefing now. I feel very confident, but if this goes on for longer than what we estimate it will go on for, then I think that's a different conversation about purpose, intent, costs, successes, etc. But now I believe it's too soon. President Trump, and let me be very clear, President Trump is following the War Powers Resolution of 1973. He has not wavered from that. I would like to remind the press and those watching this now, this briefing, that there are other presidents who've done more. President Obama bombed 8 countries, didn't go to Congress to ask about it. I hope that this will be short. I hope it doesn't go on more than a couple of weeks, and if it does beyond that, I think that's a different conversation that we need to have based on purpose and length of time.
What about if ground troops get involved? Would that also be
if ground troops get involved, I think that's a very different conversation. That's not where we are today. That's not what I heard in the briefing, and again, I won't go into details because it was classified. I feel very good and very confident about where we are, roughly just over 100 hours into the strikes and this conflict. I feel very good about the leadership team the president has assembled to take the lead here.
Yeah. You talked about the time frame. You don't expect it to go more than a few weeks, but what would you say to Republican voters who are really concerned about potentially another prolonged conflict? How would you?
I am concerned just as an American as well for the military families. I have family that are serving the military and including in our forces overseas, and so I would tell anyone that they have a duty to our nation. They've signed up and served. They are serving valiantly, and I believe our military understands the depth of the necessity and the timing of this, the imminence of this. It was very imminent, in my opinion, based on the information that I have, that this happened now and not later, because if we waited till later, Iran would have a nuclear weapon, and we cannot have that. There will not be peace in the world, peace in the Middle East, if Iran went nuclear. Thank you all.